Welcome back to Action 2 News this morning on this Thursday. So we're wearing green, and we know a lot of you are celebrating St. Patrick's Day today, but it's also a special day for all of us here at TV2.
Yes, today marks the 69th anniversary of our very first broadcast.
Jeff Alexander looks back at what's changed and what's stayed the same through nearly 7 decades of television in Northeast Wisconsin.
At 7 p.m. on the night of March 17, 1953, television arrived for the first time in Northeast Wisconsin.
Friends, we here at WBAY-TV are quite excited today.
Often running, Channel 2 offered live programs and commercials. Captain Hal, the Quarterback Club, and Colonel Caboose all had sponsors eager to try out this new phenomenon.
I had so damn many knobs to twist, I almost had to take off my shoes.
Within 2 years, WBAY was on the air with news, sports, and weather.
And from the looks of the wind speed indicator, we don't have much wind today.
Then, in 1957, more history made.
Will you please join the Packer Band?
With the first live broadcast on location, the dedication of Lambeau Field. As years passed, technology changed rapidly, from black and white to color, from film to videotape to digital and high definition. And who would have thought you could watch our news beyond a television set, on your phone, computer, or on social media?
This was our station, and we all pretty much felt that way.
What's remained the same, though, is WBAY's mission: to provide the public with immediate news, weather, and sports to the best of our ability. That unwavering commitment to journalism has stayed the same, and so have many familiar faces over the years, from Bobby Nelson, Chuck Ramsey, and Jerry Burke, to the many of us today who consider WBAY our home. Jeff Alexander, Action 2 News, Green Bay.
Amazing to see the flashbacks, isn't it great?
It's so true. We are a family, and when you walk into this building, you just feel the history.
And you know what? For many years, you have been very familiar with Kevin Rampa, who used to be on the show,
Yes.
Green Bay's very first morning anchor. Well, for a one-time visit, he's coming back tomorrow to see us.
It's 1 day shy of his 1-year anniversary of his last day last
Right.
year before he retired. So we're going to catch up.
Yes,
Yeah.
catching up with Kevin right
That's
here.
tomorrow morning at 6:30.
Yes.
We're excited about it, and we are also excited about this cake. I'm sure we'll have a taste of it after the show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Happy
All right.
anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
69 years ago today, Green Bay, WBAY, made history as the first television station on the air here in Northeast Wisconsin, the second one overall in the state.
Of course, a lot has changed since March 17th of 1953, but one thing that has not, and that's our mission to bring you the very latest news, weather, and sports as they develop. And to mark our 69th anniversary, Jeff Alexander filed a series of reports today looking back on our station's history. Tonight, he joins us once again to explain how WBAY's legacy lives on.
Cammie, I know I speak for all of us in saying there is a tremendous amount of pride when we walk in the door every day. WBAY has always been and remains the most popular go-to station in Northeast Wisconsin. It's a legacy we all take very seriously. For many in today's WBAY family, this station is a part of their earliest memories.
I grew up watching Channel 2 and WBAY, and now to be here as part of the team, I'm incredibly honored. We have such a strong tradition, amazing journalism, and passionate people.
Station I grew up with. There's no doubt about it. We grew up as a kid. The noon show was must-see TV. We grew up on a farm, and you shut up during the noon shows. That's when the farm markets were on.
Mike Austin, Channel 2's farm specialist, brings you the only complete agribusiness report in the area.
And then it was just the station, and I still think it's that way.
Friends, we in the news department here at WBAY-TV are quite excited today.
And it's all thanks to the station's pioneers, both those on the air and behind the scenes who worked at WBAY for decades.
Len Islandfeld was a guy who worked with the Packers and worked here. Rex Marks, Chuck Ramsey. Les Sturmer was a guy. Bobby Nelson. If I had $5 every time somebody asked, how was Bobby Nelson doing before he passed away, I'd have been a rich, rich man.
Good evening, friends. We are pleased to have you join us
As the first station on the air in Northeast Wisconsin, WBAY's history is unmatched, and we hear that often.
When you say you work for WBAY, people are like, oh, legacy station. I've always watched that. I grew up watching that. And now I'm getting to the age where people are saying to me, I remember watching you when I was younger, and now they have families of their own. So it's coming full circle.
Like many of our predecessors, WBAY has become a second home for many of us, a family-like feeling on the air and off.
What you see on television, we are real, and behind the scenes, all of us together, people who work in production and sales and marketing, photographers, we're all together.
People who were here 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. I mean, I came up with a lot of you guys. It's you were at my wedding, you know, and that's just crazy to me that, you know, to see people, and you have families, and now your kids are, you know, off on their own, and it's kind of cool because we keep people, which is part of our legacy.
A legacy now spanning nearly 7 decades. And while a lot has changed technology-wise and with the tools we use to gather the news, other things have not.
A much faster pace, but I think we still have that tradition, we still have those values, and that has stayed original. You know, to its core, we are who we are, and this tradition is carried on at WBAY.
I've always felt, from my perspective, I'm just trying to carry on that tradition of the people before me. You know, the Chuck Ramses, the Les Sturmers, Joe Schmitz, guys like that, Bobby Nelsons, that kind of blazed the trail for us to be where we are. We're the second TV station in the state of Wisconsin, and we kind of set the standard. People learn how to do television, how to watch television through us. And we continue on that tradition. We continue that legacy. My job is just don't blow it. I mean, it's simple as that.
I don't think you have to worry about that, Bill. And hey guys, hard to believe, next year, our 70th anniversary.
It's been so fun to look back today.
No, really, some great friends.
I know, we
times.
see pictures, and we see pictures of people we used to work with, and it's, yeah,
Some of them
naming
no longer with us.
Yeah, and it's touching, yeah.
It is.
But it is family.
That's right. Yeah. See you next year.
Wait till 70. It's going to get even better.
This is nothing.
All right.